Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to the Sunday recap, my weekly vlog where I talk a bit about my last week in games. And well, I played a decent amount of EVE Online. Unfortunately, I did also spend some time in 0-0 and you guys probably know how that went. I lost my Proteus to some PvE activities. I did not expect the 3 web towers to really basically make it impossible for me to run that final room in the Proteus that I had built. The goal of that Proteus was really to have something that would be PvP ready, because that is what I did initially think was going to happen, rather than to find out that a 5 out of 10 is such a step up from a 4 out of 10 that you do need a better ship. Yeah, something like a battleship will probably handle things a lot more smoothly, but then again, a battleship will have a lot more problem with travel time, and if you're going for those really blingy ships, I mean, people are going to hunt you eventually, so it is definitely an interesting experiment, but I also then decided to regroup a little bit, take some time in solitude, a little bit of exploration there that went really well. To my surprise, I found a decent amount of sites, not too many people there, so for some quiet exploration with a decent chance at finding good sites, Solitude was a very nice option. And now I am actually back in Detail, ready to go on for some other phases, some other plans. A couple of plans are something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, is to make a base of operation in Caldari space and one in Mimitar space. And I think what I'm gonna hunt for is some good mission systems. So in Caldari space, for instance, I already parked an Ishtar, an exploration Ishtar, in a system with 3 level 4 security agents, so that should be pretty good. Lots of rep grinding to do in order to get there, but that is something that I'm slowly going to work on, and then I'm looking for something similar in Minmatar space as well. And the trip to Solitude was basically a way for me to get one of the jump clones back into high security space, and that's the one that I have now parked in the system that I chose for my Caldari base of operations. I'm also trying to slim down a little bit, so I sold quite a few of the experimental cruiser ships that I've been using for exploration as well. The Ishtar, I really love it. I think it's going to be my base exploration ship. It's really easy to make it an all-in-one. Add in 1 mid slot for an analyzer and you are good to go. It's got incredible damage versatility, so really all you need. And yeah, it's been going pretty well, although it is going to take some time to sell all of the stuff that I actually want to sell at a decent price. It takes a bit of effort basically if you don't want to fire sale all your stuff and you want to get a decent amount of ISK out of it. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And then of course we also are going to look into what do I want to experiment with the Blackout in Nosek as well. Perhaps a real PvP ship going hunting somewhere, not in Providence then, because I don't want to be known as a pirate, but perhaps, you know, a cloaky ship somewhere else, trying to catch some raiders or something like that. It's definitely something that I want to try to do as well at some point. So we'll see how it all works out. I'm having fun playing EVE Online at the moment, and yeah, hopefully CCP can keep it up with the nice changes that, in my opinion, don't take too much development time, like the Nosek Blackout and like the changes to the Vexor Navy issue that really seem to be very nice. Of course, it's counter to the very passive PvE activity that it is known for, but it actually turns the ship into a pretty powerful PvP platform potentially. So yeah, good times in EVE Online, and let's give CCP the summer and then see what their plans are for the future of the game. And next to that, I only really played one other game. It's some more Dota Underlords. The game is obviously in full development because stuff is changing all the time, but I'm also slowly getting better, I think, at knowing which heroes are really powerful, which heroes you should really just skip, and the most powerful combinations as well, the most powerful types of heroes that you can go for early game, obviously, and even mid and late game. Honestly, the druids are just crazy powerful. Getting those extra stars on the heroes is just really nice, and I actually managed to win a couple of games. So you're always up against 8 opponents, and getting out on top as the number 1 place is not that easy. You're very much dependent on RNGs, so I do highly recommend that you like make a little shrine or something like that to him if you're going to play Dota Underlords. But on the other hand, this is really relaxed, and well, if you make mistakes, then the game just ends a little bit sooner, so you can you can just keep going and basically have fun without needing to be like super highly focused or work on your reflexes or anything like that. You get a decent amount of time to change your lineup, buy the heroes that you want, choose whether or not you're gonna spend gold to gamble on better chances for tier 2s and things like that. But on the other hand, of course, if you just don't get anything good and then you hear the constant and see the constant upgrades from your opponents, it can be decently frustrating from that point of view. And yeah, what I wanted to mention here with Dota Underlords is that I've got a couple more games lined up where I'm basically constantly improving and ending up with a victory, but all of those have been before the latest patch. I'm not exactly sure when that hit, but that patch has really changed things up quite a lot, changed the cost of a lot of the heroes, and I think the item drops have worked differently as well. The rounds where you actually earn an item are also quite a bit different. There's one that nobody could beat. I'm not sure what the plan was there, but those 3 dinosaurs just basically kept healing themselves, and I saw I lost and then everyone else lost as well. So that was kind of a crazy round. You get different types of rewards. There's daily quests now as well to work on XP, get banners, things like that. So it's definitely a game in full development, and I'm actually so far having a good amount of fun with Dota Underlords.